Yeah, plenty of sun out there today. A mix of clouds this afternoon, though, keeping us normal for a change. We can't complain about this summer so far. It's been hotter in New York City than it has been in Austin this summer. We haven't even had our first 100-degree day. And today's high, 94 degrees out at ABIA. 95 has been the afternoon high. So we're actually experiencing some average weather. In fact, more days than not so far this month of July have even been cooler than average. So we're very, very fortunate. A year ago at this time, we were up to 21 days where the temperature had reached 100 or above, and 11 of those were record-breaking hot days. So far, so good. And we need to, count our blessings. Every day we go into July with rain or cooler than weather normal is one less day this summer. Then we have to put up with oppressive heat that is typical here in an average summer in Central Texas. And today we've got the rain on the radar. Most of it in East Texas, along the Texas coast, and back to our northwest. But this out in the Gulf is headed our direction, and we will eventually get some of it. In fact, we're so convinced of the likelihood of rainfall the next 2 days that the National Weather Service has placed us under a flash flood watch now. This is in effect through tomorrow. It includes, of course, the Austin metro area, Williamson, Travis, and Hays counties, surrounding counties in the eastern hill country, and counties to our east. Flash flood watch through 7 p.m. tomorrow. Hot and humid out there. 92 in the city, 96 at the airport, 93 at Georgetown, 97 degrees at Llano. So humid, though, that it feels like this. These are the current heat indices. 102 in Georgetown. Feels like 105 under a shade tree in Llano right now. 103 down in San Marcos. 102 the current heat index in Lockhart. And as we punch up the tower camera there for me, Natalie, if you would, if we look at the live picture outside, partly cloudy skies at 92 degrees currently. At 8 p.m. we're at 89, and at 10 o'clock tonight looking at 85 degrees. Right now in the city, again, 92 and partly cloudy. At ABIA, it's partly cloudy, and it is 96. Winds are variable in town at 7 miles per hour. Out at the airport, winds are east at 12. 8:36 is sunset tonight. Mold count today. Well, you can tell there's a lot of tropical moisture back in here. The mold count's going crazy again. Over 4,000 today. That is high. That's the clinic on one side of town, the northwest side of the city, Austin Allergy and Asthma Associates. At another clinic on the other side of town, at Austin Allergy Associates, they measured a count of 12,000 particles of mold spore per cubic meter of air today. That is a very high count, and our allergy forecast for tomorrow, we will continue to see high mold as long as tropical moisture continues to flow up here. 91 in Dallas, 81 in Houston with some rain shower activity, 93 degrees in San Antonio. All right, let's talk about this disturbance. It's generating most rain today along our coastal area. The disturbance itself stretches right now from off the Texas coast. It's a trough down here into the southern Caribbean, or the southern Gulf of Mexico, I should say. The National Hurricane Center, I've been off a few days, hard to talk. The National Hurricane Center is monitoring a little circulation now about 300 miles southeast of Brownsville. Does that sound familiar? That was the position of Alex last week. Circulation that is becoming a little better organized, and they're putting a 50-50 chance that this could develop into a tropical depression before this system makes landfall somewhere around Brownsville, maybe into northeast Mexico. But like Alex, it's such a large circulation that we're seeing a lot of moisture from it come up here into our part of the country. We can blame the same high-pressure system that is situated bringing the heat wave to the northeast for steering these systems into Texas. Blame it or thank it, I guess, depending on whether you get too much rain. And speaking of too much rain, flooding on the Rio Grande is terrible right now. We're going to talk more about that at 6 o'clock tonight. But the Rio Grande is flooding from Del Rio all the way down to Laredo, the worst flood in decades, actually, down in the Nuevo Laredo area. Here is our computer model. Rain could be in here by rush hour in the morning, increasing during the day tomorrow, and then again on Friday we have good chances for rain as well. We'll look more closely at that hour-by-hour outlook coming up at 6 o'clock tonight, but trust me, it says rain the next 2 days. Highs tomorrow should be cooler thanks to the rain. Tonight, 30% chance of a shower developing even overnight. Tomorrow, an 80% chance of rain with a high of 87 degrees. On the 7-day forecast, 80% chance of rain tomorrow, 70% chance of rain, maybe isolated thunderstorms on Friday. But in time for the weekend and Aquapalooza this weekend, good news, rain chances head way down, temperatures edge back up, but not too excessively hot.